It started on a quiet Thursday morning in Soho. The French bulldog, affectionately called Coco, had stopped chewing. Not completely, just enough to raise an eyebrow. Her favorite yak cheese stick lay untouched on the corner of her plush velvet dog bed. At first, her owner, Elise, a 38-year-old interior designer who curated million-dollar spaces for Manhattan's elite, assumed Coco was just moody. After all, she was a dog with opinions. She had once refused to go outside because a raincoat didn't match her booties. But by evening, Coco was restless. She paced between rooms, making soft, restrained noises, licking at the side of her mouth, pausing before eating. Elise knew her well enough to understand this wasn't diva behavior. It was pain. By Friday morning, they were at Elise's Go-To-Vet, a luxury clinic that resembled a high-end spa more than a medical facility. No chemical smells, no loud barking, just soft jazz playing through hidden speakers, eucalyptus diffusing in the corners, and glass walls that opened to a Zen garden. Coco was whisked away by a vet tech in designer scrubs, while Elise sipped cucumber water and tried not to panic. The diagnosis came within the hour. Her molars were severely infected, bone loss, nerve exposure. A low-grade fever had started to set in. It wasn't just a dental cleaning situation. It was full-blown oral surgery. The vet gently suggested a specialist. Not just any specialist, though. Dr. Kira Langston, a veterinary dental surgeon who had previously operated on royal pets and at least one dog belonging to a Hollywood A-lister. Dr. Langston flew in the next morning. She arrived with her own equipment, 2 assistants, and the kind of quiet calm that made Elise feel like everything would be okay. The surgery took 4 hours and required precision Elise hadn't even known existed in veterinary care. Coco came out groggy but stable. A custom-fitted silicone mouthguard helped support her jaw, and a nurse was assigned to monitor her overnight in a suite designed for post-op patients. The bill came to just under $10,000. Elise didn't even flinch. She'd always believed that Coco was family. The kind you choose and never question. The kind who had been there for her through a brutal divorce, the loss of her mother, and long nights of work-induced insomnia. If she had to pay $100,000 to keep her healthy, she would. But surgery wasn't the end. After the anesthesia wore off, Coco began limping. The vet explained it was likely a compensation pattern. Shifting posture from jaw pain had caused strain on her neck and shoulder. A follow-up evaluation confirmed soft tissue damage. That's when the idea of rehab came up. Except Elise didn't want rehab. She wanted the best. Coco was admitted to Pavana, a luxury pet rehabilitation and wellness retreat in Topanga Canyon. It wasn't a clinic. It was a sanctuary. Think, warm stone floors, personalized wellness plans, a staff-to-pet ratio of 4-to-1, daily hydrotherapy, canine massage, acupuncture, electrostimulation therapy, infrared saunas designed for short-snout breeds. Every evening, Coco was tucked in with a warm compress and a lullaby playlist created specifically for her heart rate range. Elise flew in every weekend to visit, even though the team provided live video updates twice a day. She wasn't alone. Other dogs had flown in from Tokyo, Paris, and Dubai. One had a private chef. Another had a full-time Reiki practitioner. But it didn't feel excessive. It felt like what love looked like when money wasn't a barrier. The final bill for the 6-week stay, therapies, and medications came in at $20,875. The number never went public. What did go public was a short clip that Elise posted to her private Instagram, later shared by a friend with a much bigger following. In it, Coco sits in a sun-drenched courtyard at Pavana. Her fur is shiny, her eyes bright. A staff member offers her a freeze-dried lamb treat. For the first time in months, Coco opens her mouth fully, gently bites down, and begins to chew slowly but without hesitation. Her little tail wags. She turns to the camera and gives it a long, satisfied blink. The video hit 1 million views in 48 hours, then 5 million, then 20. People in the comments didn't talk about the price tag. They talked about their own dogs, about loss, about recovery, about what they would give for just one more day of health and peace for their pets. It wasn't about luxury. It was about devotion. It was about choosing love every time. Coco came home at the end of May. She didn't just recover, she thrived. She went back to chewing bones, sprinting through Central Park, curling up next to Elise while she sketched out clients' dream homes. And in a world where outrage often goes viral, this one quiet, absurdly expensive, deeply personal story of care and healing reminded people that sometimes the most extraordinary thing you can do is show up no matter the cost.